Hello, I'm NeoGet, and welcome back to Super Hostile again. I've added 2 more maps to the wall. You can see these edges aren't filled in. That's because I seem to have nothing but void there. That's the lapis wall along that line. But that's the boats, and up here is where we're headed to. This is today's dungeon, number 8. And I'm guessing that might be number 9, because I don't think I've found number 9, and I haven't found the number sign for that one yet. And you can almost see there's a line missing on the top of this map. That's also because of where the lapis wall is. So these maps won't quite fill in all of the sea, but I don't think I'm going to do the 4th level, just because that I think will be pretty much nothing but water. If I double check and there is anything in there, then I will of course add a map, but otherwise nothing. And so, first things first, is there are a couple of chests that we've noticed under the water that we're going to attempt to locate and get down to. I've chucked on the respiration helm just to see if that will get us down there. And then we're heading over to Dungeon 3. Oop, avoid the cactus. In order to have the fun with that. No, not Dungeon 3. Don't know why I said that. Dungeon 8. That's kind of annoying. 1 second. Do it with the fences anyway. Been doing some work off camera, adding more bridges, and then because I've been quite ill this week, ran out of time and decided, screw it, let's just make it all into one big oop, get back to the surface so I can see. One big sort of unfinished bridge, and I'll finish it off at a later date, because I wanted to make sure, having already missed Monday this week, that I don't then miss a second day. So I figured this would be the best way to do it. Where's my torches? Need those if I'm going to have a chance of breathing down there. Okay, let's drop and see how well we can do getting down to this thing. Well, the air bubbles are only just receding now, so respiration 3 really is a lot bigger than I remembered. Right, okay, basic tools. Not really a lot we need, so let's just take that bit. Head up. Should have probably broken that glowstone to remember that I'd cleared it, but oh well. Let's just get ourselves to the surface and then head on over towards the bridge. Now I'm sure there's a 3rd chest that I've forgotten the location of, unfortunately. But we're going to get the one that's near the bridge and then head over to the dungeon. I've built a tiny outpost out there. Just mainly with a few blocks and things and a bed, not really anything major. Just to save me having to make the run every time I die. Mainly because I sort of expect to die in these later dungeons. I'm not a good player, at least in my opinion. So we'll just get over there. Sorry about the swimming, I always forget to bring boats with me. Too much risk of getting killed by them. And so I just always then forget to bring them when they're actually useful. But we're almost there, and there's these odd platforms around to let me on the islands again, so let's just hop up. I have actually dug out a few of the blocks of wood around, and my sole piece of dirt not being used in the farm down there is growing trees really slowly. But there we go. Oop. Let's get back on top of here. So yep, this bridge extends all the way across to the ice, sort of in this bumpy pattern, because it's as if a fabric is laid across these sort of floating bits of wood, of which there aren't that many. I'm very low on logs. Actually quite low on wood at the moment from turning so much of it into fence posts, which you'll see in a minute when the fence posts disappear and the torches start just being on the bridge. There it is. Let's say it's got to be around here somewhere. So yeah, there we run out of fences, but again, that's stuff that I will do at a later date, as I just wanted to focus on getting the video out. Let's just see. I'm expecting sort of the same again. There's a chest I don't think I've opened on camera right over by the start that, yeah, contains the same stuff again. Oh well, plenty of wheat and things. Let's just keep going. Back up onto the bridge. I really quite like this design of bridge, just because it's not a boring flat bridge, but unfortunately over where we're headed to, it is a boring flat bridge. I had no other sort of option if I wanted to have a platform ready in time for this video, as it's already about 2 AM, which is normally when I'd be setting the upload off, but because I've been quite ill since Friday... Oh yeah, another chest over there. Do I go for it or not? Let's just quickly go for this one. We're almost there anyway. The split in the path is right there. Oh, try and remember to swim. Take off that second, there we go. So yeah, the split in the path is right there, then it just becomes this one wide flat path leading over this way and to the dungeons, and then it also continues over to the signpost marking the marking the boat dungeon. I've got a map up on that dungeon as well, as I created that map before realizing that this dungeon doesn't actually fit on that map, so had to create more maps, which has been slightly frustrating, which is why there were 2 new maps today rather than just the one. But we'll just get this one, and then only got to lob a couple of things in a chest, and we are done and ready to take on the dungeon. I've got some spare armor because these 2 are about to break, but that's just sat... Oh, slightly better. Let's take those things. That's just sat waiting in the chest at the sort of outpost that I created. Let's hope I'm heading in the right direction here. Goodness, this one was deep. Whew. There we go. Yes, we are headed in the right direction. So yeah, I haven't found a signpost on this one yet. I don't quite know where the signpost will be, because I'm not sure which edge you're supposed to actually approach it from. So I haven't actually circled the island, I've literally just seen it from where I stand on the ice when I was in the boat and things, so the sign might be more obvious once we head over there, but that's to be worked out sort of probably off camera. Find the signpost, and then if I can't find the signpost, we'll just take it on next episode. Oops. First time I've managed to fall off this thing. The plan is to turn this all 3 wide eventually. Yes, a very ugly little house here. I think I forgot to pick up any glass, didn't I? Blast. The roof isn't complete in here at the moment. There's no problem because nothing can spawn around here, but slightly frustrating. And there's a deliberate hole there because I think that counts as a block update, as my torch accidentally melted that. So just decorated it a little bit, sort of surrounding this. There's the spare armor. So I did put fire protection on the diamond, as fire protection is what I had on the gold ones originally. And this is just a spare pair of exactly the same as the first. So let's store the spare items. We don't need that many torches, nor do we need all those arrows. Now what I forgot to do was set up the spare gear for when I inevitably die. So if we have... Let's remove that. If we have that row set up for that, then I think that's us ready to drop down. We're using gravel for the gravity block, as we have an insane amount of it. Let's just get that off a second. We don't want to lose our only respiration helmet. And down we go. Now, not got a clue what to expect with this one. Frozen Tropics Query is the name of it, and it's a bit of a drop down. And then... really, I haven't got a clue what to expect. Well, there's a spider spawner spot there. Some sort of dispensers which can shoot things at us down there. Let's just quickly... oops. Do that. Yep, thought that was going to happen. Spending far too long working out how I'm going to approach this room, not long enough actively actually approaching it. So there we go. I'm not sure what monsters are over there, but there we go. Take that out, light it up, and see how far we can stretch the lighting to either side. Right. They are just firing snowballs. Quite like the fact that they're actually taking up some of the spawn cap, but no idea which direction I'm actually wanting to head in right this second. So let's just collapse this a second. Block off most of it, just in case sort of anything follows us home at any point. put the torches as far away from the ice as possible. And then I think head out, because snowballs are not an issue. They are a solid block, which is always useful. Not very blast resistant, but solid. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. And let's just see if we can dump the remainder in some chests. And jump up in order to get some light down. I'm not sure if they can actually make their way up. Yes, they can, and now I'm on fire. Great. One thing against fire swords, their ability to eventually make it up here. Oh, no, 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 no. You know my opinion on that. Hello. I'm not doing that, thank you. I'm just going to block those off quickly, and then unfortunately upset the ice. Which is a problem, but that's the nature of the beast. There we go. The walls won't actually collapse on me until there's enough stuff down. Yep, I know you're still there, creeper. Right, that's the creeper dealt with at least. And now we've got to wait for them all to get over. Well done, you. Just what you wanted to do was give the mobs a way to get to you. Didn't realise quite that much ice would fail when deciding to place that torch. Oh well, might as well fail more of it. Push them away, as this side has got completely overwhelmed. And actually, for the sake of ease, no, not look at me. Let's go over here a second. Wow, almost used up all of those already. Oh, that's why there's 3 blocks in the dispensers. Oops. Just click that one. Always make sure to light it. And we'll have a look around the corner. See what we can work out. Looks like another spider entrance here. So let's block off that. You are the only things that can really cause me any chaos up here. That's fine. Let's keep going. I think chuck a few torches inside. There we go. And probably head back for some more blocks in a minute. Now I apologise for taking the cheaty path. Earth is actually in here. That's the wrong tool. Potentially, actually where we want to be. Okay. Need a back wall, actually. We're going to fight skeletons. Oh god. For some reason, this area is murdering my system. Right, so let's get something of a back wall created. As this isn't the safest of places when there are skeletons in there. Light it up. Take out the mobs we can. Be careful because that creeper will see us through those bottom holes. And go get some more snow, as unfortunately we're already out of blocks. Typical that. Yeah, that's low enough. Let's see what we can do. If we just keep ticking out supports and stealing all the snowballs. Get rid of that one momentarily. And there we go. Blast, wrong one. There we go. Wish we could sort of shift click these into here. It'd be a lot quicker, but oh well. It's a feature I hope to sort of eventually have. Like, if this is full and you're shift clicking things here, automatically try to put them in your inventory instead. No, sorry, in your crafting table in your inventory instead. It would just be a nice little feature, but there we go. Now, from that, we can imply that if I keep breaking through, I'd eventually hit something. Nope. Didn't realise it was quite that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's try not doing that. Here a moment. Thank you. Right, so. Oh, to have a bucket of lava. Not quite sure. Well, the oil rig has lava, so I could get one there. Otherwise, not got a clue, but liquid lighting is a rather elegant solution to this problem, although we know the ladder's round this side. So can we actually, given that I don't have any sort of spade on me now, given that we've already discovered this wall is actually quite thick, just quickly break our way through it. So yeah, off camera before the next episode, I will finish off as much of the aesthetics of the bridging as I can. I really did mean to get it sorted beforehand, but health issues did pop up, which then leads sort of into what I wanted to talk about next, which was that 1.7 is out soon. I'm really excited for 1.7. Yeah, the particles are making the spawner white. So yeah, really looking forward to it. The server is planning on Tesseract server, that is, starting up this weekend. Really looking forward to that. But there is then the slight issue with that I've already got 3 slots a week that are filled, and this series isn't going to finish for quite some time. So I'm probably going to move. Whoa! What on earth was that? The golems upsetting the creepers or something? Must be the golems taking things on. Okay. Strange critters, please don't explode things this far up. Just die. I don't actually care about something. Cool. I do apologise for the noises in here. I normally don't have that very loud anyway, but let's just try and get that down to about the same. Get rid of that excess noise. And then continue on around this corner. Right, so the proper entrance should be somewhere near here. Knowing my luck, I'm about to knock the ladders off the wall by doing this. But there we go, we will make headway into the dungeon this way. See what we can discover. Absolutely nothing by the looks of things. Obviously this central area is a lot larger than the internal space. Oh, that looks like it. So I've used the hitbox, or let him jump up again. Blast. I was kind of actually hoping to kill him. There we go, got him. There's obviously something for things to stand on. Just over there. Oh, don't know where that was. I'm assuming back there again. Please. Nope. Sort of in my way. Make my way a little bit nearer to the room. Clear the lighting issues. And hope there aren't any creepers about to crop up. Cannot place there. That's probably too near. So let's just kill these the proper way. See what we can achieve with that. just reducing the number of them stood here. There we go. Get a proper angle into this room. Right, so the hole is just there. Oh dear. Well, that wasn't what we intended to place. There we go. Let's get round the corner. See if we can achieve anything in here at all. Okay, that's the lighting I placed originally. Let's just block off a few things again. No obvious signs. Oh, hello. The one creature I don't want to see back here. No obvious signs of any sort of spawners. Kill off a few things. Oh, hello. No obvious signs of spawners apart from the one stood right next to us. Well, that was helpful, wasn't it? Forward again. Trying to avoid the creeper just until we can get to this hole. Although why I don't just sort of take this on the usual way of climbing through the walls, I don't know. As that would seem to be the most sensible way to sort of attempt to take on this issue. So let's get ourselves a little bit higher up on the wall. Alright. Not a lot going on below us then. Plenty of creatures coming from around that corner though. See if we can get ourselves, oh, glad I'm holding shift, over here and see if there is a second spawner around here to take out. Sorry for this being quite a boring way to take this on, but I am quite the timid player. I do not enjoy charging in too much. I mean, in some ways it can be fun, but in other ways I'm a terrible scaredy cat, and this is my kind of worst nightmare situation to end up in. One where I have to actually, you know, deal with things like this. So, what on earth is causing a different colour there? Let's just light that a second. Oh, a staircase. That's probably the entrance proper. Does that mean that I can block it off? There we go. Kill off you. I wonder if that's where everything was coming from. Don't stand on it when you're breaking, you idiot. Yeah, because this looks like just a wall now. So, not sure where the ladder I thought I could see was, unless it's in this direction. So let's head backwards slightly this way. See if we reach any sort of... I could have sworn I just saw particle effects. Oh, goodness. Not the best of ideas to do that. Not at the block where you're actually next to, anyway. That's okay. Kill off a couple of things. What I actually want to do is try to get some light in there, if at all possible. Nope, there we go. Oh well, that's actually doing quite well for trapping them and granting the XP again, which we can always use. There we go, I've got a nice little XP grinder here. Not at all what I intended when I headed this way, but excellent. I'm sure we can find a use for it. If we're going to actually find the edge of the building before I find anything useful, says I, who's just found the ladder. Where are these guys? Would be the sort of pertinent question here. Oh, creeper blocking. Can I? Take out the ladder, get a block down, yes. Now wherever they are, that should be the end of that. So, tons of them here, including creepers and everything. Let's make a few more of these holes, because we can always reach the mob cap doing this, which then actually saves us some trouble. Just add a few more holes here and there. Probably one right there. Thinking about it. Yep. Let's just continue to do this for the moment. Trap a few things in places where they can't cause us trouble. And then worry about how to actually approach getting up there. Yeah, don't you dare explode this stuff. I don't know why they think they have permission to explode all these creatures, but they do. It seems to be out here that issue is. Yep, lots of exploding out there. Makes me wonder, actually, if I wouldn't benefit from doing this. See if I can break through a little bit higher, but without actually having to enter the building. Seems like an ideal plan for someone as terrified as I am of conflict. Even though we should be absolutely fine. Got plenty of gear on, such, but nope, I'd rather take it this way. So yeah, yep, I am fully aware of that problem. That, though, will have to wait to be dealt with at a later date. So, plenty of... Oh, creeper. Was a creeper, not sure if he fell down the gap or not. One well-placed creeper, though you and your enchanted bow and my inability to aim meet each other nicely, thank you. Just what we wanted to see. Really should have brought a spade. Just did not think I'd need one. Not even certain this is the right way, but you are definitely led from outside to in here. Not sure either where the word tropic came from in the title of this place. Haven't seen anything even remotely tropical yet, but I'm sure that will explain itself in due course. Running on supplies here, though, could be an issue. Really want to sort of cap those holes at some point. There we go. That's the one we wanted. Now we can worry about placing a little bit of light down, seeing that spawner, and taking it out. Hello. That would therefore be the ladder well. There we go. One less spawner to worry about. Whew. Okay, let's keep going then, through the wall. With a little bit less wall at this point. Which I really should actually just do something about briefly. There we go. And let's continue on, trying to work out what's going on here. So, anyway, back to the topic. We want to start the new server this weekend, which is brilliant in some ways. Really been looking forward to it. Terrible in the fact that I normally go out at a weekend. Not quite sure what I'm going to do about that. Wish they'd stop doing that. Hello, do you mind going away? Like, ready, thank you. As in, properly going away. Thank you. creeper knows I'm there. Really rather he didn't explode anything at this moment in time. See if we can get a little bit further back into the wall at all. Oh! Like, into the wall box, back into the wall. Well, that was good. I feel a bit naughty, but I'm taking it. Happily. It is mine. Lovely grey wool. Nice one for the table. I'm going to get out of here. I will probably come back off camera again, as I often do, to take it on a bit more. See if I can find any sources of loot. But otherwise, I'm out of here. I am perfectly content with cheating my way to get to things, and looking at Audacity just flicking by in the background. We've reached half an hour of video, give or take the tiny bit of lost time for the starting where I just sync the audio. So I'm going to just head out, put this in the box, not going to run back to the Victory Monument. Oh, that was stupid of me. Quite yet. Wow, this is like really close to the edge, as in insanely so. Couldn't he have made this like 1 block wider, or moved the box 1 block in, just to at least, you know, have a complete fleecy box? Oh well. Let's get out of here, put this into the research station, and then next episode, after a load of off-camera work to beautify things, the aim is probably that dungeon right there, because that one I think is pretty much the only one we don't know the number of. Unless there's ones hidden that we haven't located. I need to actually go back over the tour video and see if I actually did find all the relevant numbers. But there we go, we have that wool, and some random extra bits of stuff that we don't need. I'm probably just going to bin much of it, but I call that quite a successful episode. I'm very happy with the outcome. So there we go, let's just quickly sleep it off in order to say goodbye with the light of the sunrise, which unfortunately you can't see because there's a wall next to us, but under the nice glorious morning light I will say goodbye, and yes, next time at the very least we will mine up the gold so that we have the materials to complete that part of the Victory Monument, and then see where we go from there. I'm fully expecting to take on the dungeon there next time, as I say, probably regardless of what number it turns out to be. If it isn't Dungeon 9, we'll be there. So yep, see you next time. Take care. Bye.